Growing older is a blessing, but with age comes challenges that test both the body and the spirit. Thy many elders quietly suffer through sleepless nights, waking again and again just to use the bathroom, feeling tired when they should be resting in peace. As the wise saying goes, health is the crown on the head of the healthy, but only the sick can see it. Small choices in our diet can make big differences in our comfort and dignity. Doctors now warn that certain foods, even those considered healthy, may cause serious trouble for elders after dinner. Let's explore the 2 nuts you should avoid to protect your sleep and your health. Superscript 1. As we grow older, every small choice in life begins to carry greater weight. Things we once overlooked in our youth are like late-night snacks, an extra cup of tea, or even a handful of nuts can deeply affect our health, sleep, and comfort in old age. One of the most common and frustrating problems seniors face is waking up 3 or 4 times during the night just to urinate. This constant disruption steals away rest, weakens the body, and burdens the spirit. A night meant for peace becomes a night of walking to and from the bathroom. It is no surprise that doctors often remind us that good sleep is not a luxury but a necessity. In fact, it is said, a good laugh and a long sleep are the 2 best cures for anything. Yet for many elders, that long sleep seems impossible. What few realize is that diet, even something as small as eating the wrong nuts at night, can worsen this problem. Doctors have now begun to warn that certain nuts, although nutritious in many ways, are not always suitable for elderly people before bedtime. Among them, cashews and pistachios stand out as silent culprits that disturb rest when eaten after dinner. Cashews, soft, creamy, and rich in flavor, are often considered a healthy choice. They are packed with nutrients, minerals, and healthy fats that are good for the heart and bones. Many elders even enjoy cashews in desserts, mixed in milk, or as a bedtime snack, thinking they are doing something good for their health. Yet the truth is more complicated. Cashews contain high amounts of magnesium and certain natural oils that can affect the body's balance of fluids. For someone younger, this might not cause much disturbance, but for an elder whose bladder is already sensitive and whose kidneys may not filter as smoothly, this extra push can result in more frequent trips to the bathroom at night. Imagine the body finally beginning to rest, the muscles relaxing, the heart slowing, and then suddenly, the bladder sends a message: wake up, stand, walk, strain your knees, and disrupt your rest. Over time, these interruptions not only make the night restless but also weaken the body during the day. Lack of deep sleep increases fatigue, reduces concentration, and can even worsen other health conditions like blood pressure and diabetes. Doctors often remind their elderly patients that the quality of rest is as important as the number of hours. Cashews at night, though harmless to some, become an enemy to those already struggling with nighttime urination. As the old wisdom says, prevention is better than cure, and preventing cashew consumption after dinner may be the simple step that restores peaceful sleep. There is also an emotional side to this. Many elders feel embarrassed to admit how often they get up at night to urinate. Some even hide this problem from their families, quietly suffering and thinking it is a normal part of aging. But waking up 3 or 4 times is not just a minor inconvenience, it is a signal from the body that something needs attention. Cashews, though innocent in appearance, might be making things worse without anyone realizing it. Giving them up at night is not about sacrifice, it is about self-respect. It is about valuing your rest, protecting your dignity, and choosing comfort over habit. As one beautiful saying goes, the greatest wealth is health. By making this small change, elders can gift themselves something priceless, the wealth of undisturbed sleep. Now let us talk about pistachios. These little green gems are beloved worldwide, famous for their crunch and taste. They are rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and good fats. In moderation, they even support heart health. But when it comes to nighttime health, pistachios carry a hidden challenge for elders. They are very high in potassium, and while potassium is an important mineral for the body, it also has a mild diuretic effect. It encourages the body to release more urine. For someone already dealing with overactive bladder or weak pelvic muscles, this can be a disaster. Eating pistachios after dinner means that as the night progresses, the kidneys will be busy, and the bladder will be calling out again and again. The result, another night of broken sleep, another morning of exhaustion. For elders, each trip to the bathroom at night is not only inconvenient but risky. In the darkness, with weaker balance, there is always a chance of stumbling, slipping, or falling. A single fall at an older age can change life completely, leading to fractures, immobility, or loss of independence. That is why doctors strongly advise against foods that trigger frequent urination. Pistachios may seem like a small delight, but for someone over 60 or 70, they can quietly increase the risk of both nighttime restlessness and accidents. It is heartbreaking to think that something so small can have such big consequences, but wisdom teaches us that what we ignore in small things often becomes a great burden later. There is also the emotional comfort to consider. Elders deserve nights of peace, not nights of anxiety about how many times they will be woken up. Rest is not just physical, it is deeply emotional. A calm night brings peace of mind, while a restless night brings irritation, sadness, and even a sense of helplessness. Pistachios, though rich in nutrients, may rob elders of this peace when eaten at the wrong time. Doctors do not say that elders must give up pistachios completely, rather, they suggest enjoying them during the day, when the body is active, and the bladder can handle the extra load. In this way, elders can still enjoy the gift of these nuts without paying the price in the middle of the night. It is all about wisdom and timing. What is truly touching in this discussion is the reminder that elders deserve to live with dignity. No one should feel ashamed of health struggles, and no one should accept sleeplessness as a normal part of aging. Every parent, every grandparent, deserves nights of deep rest, mornings of fresh energy, and days filled with joy. By avoiding cashews and pistachios at night, elders are not losing a snacker, they are gaining something far greater: health, safety, and comfort. As the quote says, take care of your body, it's the only place you have to live. To imagine this more deeply, picture an elderly father who has spent his whole life working hard for his family. He used to eat whatever he liked without consequence. Now, in his 70s, he struggles to sleep, waking up every few hours to use the bathroom. His children notice his tiredness but do not realize that something as small as pistachios before bed is robbing him of his rest. When he finally learns from his doctor to avoid these nuts at night, he begins to sleep longer, wake up less, and smile more in the mornings. Or imagine a grandmother who loves to share desserts with her grandchildren in the evening. She sprinkles cashews on her kefir or mixes them into her milk. Yet every night, she suffers from broken sleep and aching knees as she walks to the bathroom again and again. With one simple change, saving cashews for daytime, her nights become peaceful again. These are not just dietary adjustments, they are acts of love toward oneself. Life after 60 or 70 is not about strict diets or denying every pleasure, it is about balance, wisdom, and cherishing the years gifted to us. By understanding which foods support peace and which foods disrupt it, elders can take back control over their nights. Cashews and pistachios may seem harmless, but for those who wake up multiple times to urinate, they are hidden thieves of rest. Avoiding them after dinner is a gift of peace, a way of saying to yourself, I deserve comfort, I deserve dignity, I deserve sleep. In the end, the message is clear. Doctors are not trying to take away the joy of food, they are trying to give back the joy of life. By avoiding cashews and pistachios after dinner, elders can enjoy days of energy and nights of rest. As the wise proverb says, he who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. Ethio Superscript 1.